What is up, everybody? Reverse TV here today, and we're going to talk about the Xbox situation once again. This recent interview got people in a tizzy and their feelings. Is Xbox doomed? I don't think so. I think they're still going to have a thriving next generation. It's just there's going to be a few different thought process behind the people who are currently Xbox fans. You're either going to go fully into probably PC. You're probably gonna leave the console behind. You're probably gonna be more on PlayStation, or you're probably gonna be like the last one on the ship at this point. Because sure, there is great value to still stick with Xbox. Like you got the Game Pass situation where you can get these games, these big AAA games, day one on the service, but at this point in time, like with this recent statement, all their major exclusives are going to other consoles, PS5. There's no redlining, so we can see the next Halo on PS5, the next Forza, Gears, etc. on PS5. So I don't know at this point in time. Like I honestly don't know. But this is the interview where they talk about it, where they talk about where the CEO talks about all platforms. You can play Xbox games on all platforms. So let's get into it.
And the love for gaming. If I think about it, right, we chose the secular growth category in entertainment, which we think is gaming, and said, let's double down on it. And it's been a passion for Microsoft ever since. In fact, I think Flight Simulator launched before Windows or Office even. And so it's like one of the longest franchises in this company. And so we said, let's take that joy of gaming everywhere, and that's why even these ads with Xbox Now, where we are redefining what it means to be an Xbox fan. It's about
okay, so that's the gist of it. We knew about the whole everything is Xbox advertising, like they said, like your TV is an Xbox, your laptop, your phone is an Xbox, everything the Xbox adds. So they want to say what everybody's thinking. The elephant in the room is that your PS5 is also an Xbox, because you can play these games. Starting with the big one being Indiana Jones. Sure, it's on Xbox for a few months. I think 3 months. Then it's going to be on PS5 eventually. So, and it's like, does the Xbox have purpose or value at this point? Does it have a lot less value because if everybody's going to play your exclusives, then why keep the Xbox? Once again, the only staying factor is that it has Game Pass. Other than that, I don't see why anybody would buy Xbox. Why they would keep an Xbox? But, Microsoft was slowly going the way of Sega. We've seen this before with Sega, so it's nothing new. Except they got Game Pass, which is a very big incentive, but pretty much going to a third-party company. So, me personally going forward, I mean, I'm gonna use Xbox. I kind of explained this before in the past. I'm probably gonna use Xbox for Game Pass as much as I can, but I don't know about next generation. I'm buying Xbox. Just don't know. It doesn't make any sense to buy one, to be honest. So I can see people's concerns with all three, whichever way they go, who were Xbox fans to begin with. But, I mean, it's going to make Microsoft money at the end of the day. They just want to make money. But I don't see a console being valued the same as it was previously without them having exclusives. It's like even streaming services. They all have exclusives to get to their service. Different restaurants have exclusive things to get you to get you going to their place. Microsoft not having exclusives, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it does. They're gonna make a lot of money, but like, I don't see how they have a core audience. Like, people's gonna keep coming back to them at this point. So, just my thoughts about this. But let's see what people got to say about this at this point in time. As long as they realize that they will sell substantially less consoles next gen, which could impact Game Pass subscriptions, I would think so, right? Because if you got less people buying your consoles, then you have less Game Pass subscriptions. Because you're really big on people getting Game Pass on PC or a Fire Stick, which I don't know how many people really getting Game Pass on a Fire Stick, to be honest, or streaming their content. So, and like people saying like, why would people switch to PS5 over just sticking with Game Pass, buy next gen Xbox? Because some people could just wait for a sale. Like most of these games, well, not want to say most, but a big chunk of these games, people wait for sales anyway. So if you got to wait a little bit longer, like a few months, then wait for a sale, I think people would do that over and buy a whole nother $500 console. So, console warriors are losing their minds. I mean, it's definitely shaking up the hornet's nest in the console space. That's for sure is going on. Oh man. This person says, I prefer to enjoy my Xbox on actual Xbox games on actual Xbox consoles. Also, exclusives matter. Some people are saying they don't matter anymore, which is weird. We are in a new day and age. People are saying exclusives don't matter. And I've seen somebody use an argument saying that the Wii U would prove that exclusives don't matter because the Wii U flopped. When it's like that's a whole different ballpark why the Wii U flopped, because the marketing for that thing was very confusing. A lot of people thought the Wii U was the attachment to the Wii. Thought it was like an attachment for the Wii. So we see what exclusives do, especially with how the Switch is selling, how the PS5 is selling. They're selling that well because of exclusives. So, or the perceived value of exclusives, especially with the Switch. PlayStation, they pretty much thrive on third party. It's like their first party is an afterthought for the average person, but Nintendo is definitely thriving on first party content. When people think of Nintendo, they want to play a Mario and play a Pokemon or Zelda. PlayStation, pretty much like Fortnite. It's like third party stuff mainly on PlayStation, but people mainly buy PlayStation, to be honest. This man cannot be serious. I mean, he's the CEO of a company, so hey, I'm not a business expert, but I think it's a terrible idea. But he is the CEO of Microsoft, one of the richest companies on earth, so he has to know what he's doing. I'm assuming he knows what he's doing. They must know what they're doing. They must have did some brainstorming or whatever to figure out that exclusives, we can put our exclusives on other platforms and still make a lot of money or still be successful. I mean, every other generation they had exclusives, but they just figured out this one they don't need exclusives. I don't know. So I'm assuming they know what they're doing because they are a ridiculously rich company. So it's about we don't want to be in the console industry anymore in the future because Microsoft loses money on every console sold. This is Xbox stepping more and more out of the console wars and playing a different game entirely. Sony selling PlayStation is Microsoft selling everywhere you play. Xbox brand is dead, and I'm 1,000% sure they will rebrand in the future. So if we've been saying that they got rebranded from being Xbox Gaming into like Microsoft Game or something like that, so to be super like inclusive, I'm not liking it, to be honest. It is what it is. It's like as long as there is a platform, a console you play video games on, that's going to be up. So it might not be Xbox, so as long as one of these consoles got you can play these big AAA games, I'm going to be there. What more needs to be said? Xbox consoles is not the focus anymore. This is the head of Microsoft denial stage is over. I remember when we first had the rumors of these games going to PlayStation. It was like 4 games, and it was like rumored to be more than that. It was a big civil war in the community, but now, I guess people are just an acceptance stage at this point in time. Microsoft and Xbox being out of touch again with the core gamers. I already started to invest my money into other platforms like PlayStation. It's just a matter of time for me to stop spending any money on Xbox. I wouldn't say fully, but I'm kind of in the same process, to be honest. I kind of understand it. Xbox is not becoming Sega. Microsoft is turning Xbox into EA or Ubisoft, which is way worse. People trash Ubisoft. I kind of like Ubisoft. EA, I can care less about, but I mean, I just don't see the people who are on board with this idea. Like, what Xbox fans are a-okay with your exclusives going to other platforms. That gives you less value to own the console. Once again, only saving grace is Game Pass. But would that be enough? I don't know. I'm very curious to see how this goes next generation, to be honest, because I don't know how this can. I don't see how people are gonna just buy that new Xbox console in droves with this new idea, with this new strategy they're doing. So, by redefining this, they will lose some of their older fans while probably gaining new fans. Is that their idea, to get new fans from this? But I don't see how. I still don't see how. They're betting there'll be more new fans compared to old fans leaving. Will this pay off? I wonder what console game sales will look like today if they never had COVID. In order for this strategy to make sense to me, all my games that I purchase from Xbox need to be playable on all my devices. It's a bit backwards to make all first-party games play anywhere before you make third-party games play anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm concluded right here. This is an interesting strategy. I don't know if it's going to pay off, but I'm not really feeling it. So I think they're going to lose a lot of core fans from this decision, but maybe their end goal is to try to get new fans from this. People who just don't care about exclusives at all. Because it's like, there is a niche group of people who don't care about exclusives. They just don't care if Microsoft has exclusives or not. So once again, I don't think that's the majority. I think the majority of people want exclusives to be a part of their platform choice, their platform choice. But you know, some people say, hey, they really don't care. I'm a person who do care. Like, I need exclusive content on my system of choice. So it is what it is at this point. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below. How do you feel about this recent interview, this recent strategy from Microsoft going forward? Do you like it? Do you not care? Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.